Sorry I'm late. Here I am to meet the editor of The World. I'm going nuts late, of course. I'm gonna meet with him to talk about that special article that I proposed.
Nellie Bly, am I reading this correctly? You want to write an article exposing the methods of management and treatment of patients at one of New York's local insane asylums?
Yes, sir. An article with a plain, unvarnished, and truthful narrative.
How will you do that?
Well, as I mentioned in my proposal, by going
undercover. You'll have to go undercover to complete this assignment. Can't she assume insanity to such a degree that she can fool the doctors and live among the insane without the authorities finding out she's merely a child among them taking notes? Who are all these people?
Friends who are here to help.
How long have you known them?
Not too long, but I trust them.
So you're telling me you trust a bunch of strangers you just met to help you write your article?
Yes. You know, I'm really getting sick of everyone questioning my ability in everything that I do. Excuse me, sir, but I can accomplish any mission entrusted to me, sir. But thank you for your concern, though. See, I have much faith in my acting abilities.
All right. We'll go with my idea then. You, Nellie, are to go undercover and cover the doings at one of these asylums. However, if you're going to go through with this mission, you're going to have to work on some things. Maybe that chronic smile of yours.
Do I smile too much? Did I smile last night?
My actual concern, though, is this. Do you have the courage to undergo such an ordeal as the mission would demand? To uncover the whole truth, for as long as it takes. There's no timeline on your time there. Can you last that long in an insane ward?
We can, and we will.
Good. You should go under a pseudonym while you're there. For you, Nellie Brown.
But sir, my writer pseudonym is Nellie Bly. Won't there be more of a possibility that people might figure out who I am?
One is Brown, the other is Bly. Now, for the first step of this assignment, you should go undercover at a home for working women. You and I both know once you get a house full of women believing you're insane, they won't rest till you're out of their reach and in secure quarters. All right, I've selected from the directory the temporary home for working females, number 84 2nd Avenue. I'll always put you with some money. That'll get you through the first night. After that, you're on your own. All right, your mission starts now. You can't go in there carrying all these things. Everyone must believe you have no home, no money, and most importantly, no family to return to.
All right.
Give me those precious belongings known to man. And your jacket, too. Come on. Don't worry, he'll be back for it soon. Hopefully.
Thank you. Sir, will you be able to get us out once we're committed?
Yes. Yes! I'll have to figure that out. Don't worry, I'm sure I will. Oh, and one more thing. Good luck.
Okay. All right, well, I guess this is where I begin my career as Nellie Brown, the insane girl. And, I did bring along your pseudonyms, too. Now, these are the names you're going to go by throughout the duration of our journey together. Learn them, love them, and then put them away because we don't want anyone to blow our cover. For you, Anne Neville, Ava, Pauline, Winifred, Elizabeth, Helen, Sarah Gardner, Nora Marks, Eliza, of course, Emma, Maddie, Alice, Bridget, Theodora, Urena. Okay, that's all of them. like I said, stash those away. Now, how am I to even prepare for this role I am to debut? I mean, it's not an easy task, is it? To go in front of a crowd of people and convince them that you're insane? I did do my research, though. Let's start with reasons for admission, 1864 to 1887. Well, go ahead. Give it a read for people who can't see.
Intemperance and business trouble, kicked in the head by a horse,
Let's not try that one.
hereditary predisposition, ill treatment by husband, imaginary female trouble, hysteric, immoral life, imprisonment, jealousy and religion together, laziness, marriage of son, masturbation and syphilis.
Okay, let's move on. Let's try something perhaps a little more visceral. I did bring along some photos of some women who had been previously committed. Here they are. Now I want you to look at them. Study their faces. Here, please pass it on. Back here. Go ahead and share with your neighbors. Study their faces. See how they hold themselves. Look at their eyes, their mouth. Okay. Now you make that face. And now look at me. Oh, kind of a narrowed gaze, perhaps? And chin in the air? A little suspicious, perhaps? Okay. That's something I can work with. What else can I do? Ooh. A little bit suspicious, angry. But I like the blankness behind it, right? Like you're far away. Is this right? Okay. You're very good at this. What else? One more thing, maybe? Rocking. Okay, so kind of chin up, far away but blank. Rocking. Does this look okay? Convince you? We'll try it out. Okay, pass them back, please. Now, our journey will begin at the temporary home for working women. There, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get us committed. Then, if we make it into the asylum, I will no longer feign insane. There, I'm just going to see how they treat me and act normal. Throughout it all, just blend in. Be my eyes and ears. I need all of the help I can get collecting stories and evidence for this article, and that depends on you. Sound good? Okay. Oh, of course. If for whatever reason that you cannot continue on with this journey, say the word stud reporter. That will get you out and your journey will end. All right, that's about it. Ready for a crazy business? Me too. Where are we going? I gave you the address, right?
84 2nd Avenue.
84 2nd Avenue. I believe that's right over here. Okay. So one last goodbye to your belongings, because it might be for days and it might be for longer before we can see them again.
What are y'all doing out here? You trying to peep in?
No, we're just trying to see if the matron was in.
No, the matron's sick. I'm her assistant. What do you want?
Just stay for a few nights, if you can accommodate all of us.
I have no single rooms. It's crowded. But if you'll share a room with another girl, 2, possibly 3, I could do that much for you.
We should be glad of that. How much do you charge?
For these 2 over here, 30 cents a night. 5 cents for the rest of you.
That should be okay. What's the money?
It ain't free. You. Is it all in here?
Yeah.
You have a trusting face. Come on in, you're just in time for supper. Last person, close the door, don't let the draft in. Welcome. We have bread, we have beans, there's some seats over here, come on. Bread goes in the beans. There you go. You can have a seat over here, my dear. There we go, for you.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
Mrs. Standard. Nice to meet all of you. You, what'd I say? Close the door. Show a little manners there. There you go, honey. There you go. A little bit for you. I didn't. You're welcome. I like looking at manners. All right. Fred?
Thank you.
No.
Georgie, what did I tell you about playing with that? Georgie, put that down. Put it down right now. Do not make me come back in here.
Sorry, it's my son. He's a little... I could tell you have kids. Don't do that. Something wrong with you?
No.
Your face tells a story of a great trouble.
Well, I guess you are right. I just can't help but feel that everything is sad, so...
You must not allow that to worry you. We all have our troubles and we get over them in good time. Right? See? Listen to them. You like whiskey?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like whiskey? Come on over. All for me, all for you. Something to keep you warm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, but I'm feeling a little bit lonely. Might I join your company?
Oh, great timing it was. Oh, I was about to ask what time the boats leave for Boston.
Oh, 7 a.m. I mean, I think, maybe.
Thank you. Oh, I only came to New York to prove some medical dictionary, but that health of mine couldn't keep up. It's enough to go back to where it began. Heading back to Boston on a 7 a.m. boat. What kind of work do you do?
I don't know. It's just all so sad and there's no use.
Oh, you seem like such a caring soul. Oh, you could be a nurse for children, maybe. Wear a nice white cap and apron.
No, I never worked.
You never worked?
No, I don't know how.
Well, you must learn. All the women you meet here, they work.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Are there a lot of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that won't do. I can't stay here. I can't close my eyes with them here. I'm just going to sleep on the steps.
No. They're gonna think that I keep crazy women here. You know, fine. You, all of you, get out of my house now.
No. You can't just let her out. No. It's cold out there.
You're right. There's probably crazy people out there too, right? No, I want to stay here tonight. All of these other women, make them leave.
Oh, you all can't leave,
I
all right?
can't close my eyes with them here, please.
Oh my gosh.
Well, no one's gonna want to share a room with any of you now. And this one here.
So chilly.
Yeah, I've met women like her before.
Here we go. Keep it a little warm, huh?
She's probably more entertainment than harm, but one can never be too careful, so.
It's okay.
Woo!
On you! She's a quad! You see that? You want to try? She's probably been driven crazy by inhumane treatment such as this. Yes, I hope you never find yourself in this sort of
Obviously something's wrong with
situation.
you.
And if you do, I hope others will be nicer to you than you were to her. Thank you. No one has to worry about sharing a room with her. I will. Come on, darling.
Are you kicking me out of my own kitchen? Fine. One night for all of you. I run a respectable house. I don't want the likes of her to ruin it.
Respectable, huh? I've often moralized on the repulsive form charity always assumes.
Did you say something?
This isn't a home of hardworking, deserving women. This is my new home.
One night.
I'm Mrs. Kane. It's okay. Come sit down, my dear. Lie down, huh? You must be exhausted. Yes? There. You know, your eyes, they shine so bright. No wonder you can't fall asleep at night. Well, what's to be done with you, huh? Do you have a family?
No, I have no family.
I
do have trunks. Do you know where they are?
I don't know where they are, darling.
Well, where are they then?
I don't know.
Where are they? What did you do with them? I have to find my trunks. You have to be. I have to know my trunks. I had them. My pants.
I knew there was something wrong with you.
No. I have my trunks.
Move.
Where are they? No. Where are they? I have to find my trunks. I have to.
That's the one I called you out. I want all of them.
No, I will not move until you find my trunks.
You're upsetting her. Okay.
You don't think so?
I called you out. Please find them. Don't worry.
Please, you
have to find them. You have to. Alright. Okay.
She's the reason she's still there. What kicked her out the street? I wouldn't have
I know her. She has, and how cruelly I torture her. Oh, we must remember to write about her.
Trying to be a man and do your job.
Mrs. Kane. The one woman
I gave you one night. Look what happened.
took a moment to display true womanly
She's a little
feeling.
rowdy. Who knows what else she would do? You want to wait to see what else she does?
Trunks, where are they? Where are my trunks? Where are they?
Come on in. The
Where are
jails
they?
are overcrowded enough as it is.
I'm gonna go outside and have a smoke. Do your job. And do so quietly. Good luck to all of you. Don't come back.
All right, you there. Hey, take half of them outside of the police wagon. I know just the place for them. The rest of you will come with me and her to the courthouse. Come on, let's go.
No, please. She is unwell.
Exactly, which is why her and anyone associated with her need to be taken somewhere where they won't be a danger to themselves or others. Now do as I say, or you'll go with her. All right, if I point at you, follow this woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Out that way. The rest of you are coming in here with me. Watch out. All right, in you go. Watch your head. Watch your step. Sorry and you stay. All right, this way. In here. In you go. Against the wall. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Really good.
All right, so watch your head. Against the wall.
Hopefully not our teeth.
Stay warm out there.
Oh, I guess you're waiting for the doctor too then? Oh, good. I guess we're in the right room.
Stand together so we can get a look at you. We need to do a full examination. Come on. I shall only give you a few more minutes. Now turn so we can have a look at you. Turn again. Grab a gown and put it on and wait. Put it on and wait until the doctor comes in.
You look as nice as I look. Here. Does everyone? Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, here, let me help you with that, darling. It goes the other way. I get confused too. Like, why would the opening be in the back? Just one arm through here. There we go. What's your name?
Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Tilly. I've done this, unfortunately, just a few times.
Thank you so much.
So are you really sick if you haven't done this before?
Yeah, I'm just not feeling well at all.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you feel better. I'm not really sick. I was just a bit fatigued from overworking. I spent a little bit of time at the sister's home. Hey, you got it? Come here, dear. I'll help you all out. I got a little bit of rest, but I cannot wait to go home. That's why they sent me in here. Have my final examination. But I hate final exams, don't you? They're never fun, no matter what they say they are. Final exam, not fun.
Hello, girls. Come in.
Are y'all coming? Don't make me go by myself. Here.
2 at a time.
Here.
In a row, please. Good. Each pair of you in one space. Don't worry, we respect your privacy.
Okay.
Pull your curtain, please. Yes, I have your files here. Let's see. Put out your wrist. Your pulse. It's racing. Filled with extra anxiety. Not so good. Put out your tongue. Put out your tongue when I tell you. You must do as I say. You are sick, and I am a doctor. Now, stick out your tongue. To check your eye response. Pupils enlarged. Well, my diagnosis is I think you would all benefit from time away.
Oh, no, doctor. I'm doing better now. I don't have to go back to the home.
Not the home. Line up for transport to the pavilion.
No. Oh, good. Did my nephew put you up to this? God, he's the one I keep paying to keep me at the home, isn't he? So he's just setting me off. Please don't let them take me.
You did a thorough examination.
Please, no. There's nothing actually mentally wrong with me. There isn't, I promise you. Please, someone just do something about it. Please, just no.
This way.
No. If they want to put you away, you have no choice, do you?
Come on.
At least call my friends and then tell them where I'm at. Or at least give us an actual time instead of trying. Like,
You're ready
be
to
quiet.
transport.
No one feel even no one can hear you from here on the property of the state.
Sorry about that, ladies. Right this way, please. Yes, come in. A little time, yes. Yes, ladies, come in. Don't be shy. Welcome. Hello? Yes? Good. Is that all of you? Oh, perfect. All right, we'll wipe that bewildered look off your faces. I need 2 lines, please. That line or that line. Doesn't matter which one. Just please file it. I have a long day ahead of us. I don't have much time. Come on, hurry up. Hop two. Come on, I need a line. Pick one. This line or that line? You look at me like you're confused. Pick a line. You in the corner. Come on. Against the ruler. Yes, you, the one that was giving me trouble. You heard me? You deaf? Name?
Tilly.
5'3".
No, that's not correct. I'm
Sorry, are you the nurse?
No, but I'm not.
Are you the
I'm
nurse?
gonna take my.
Are you the nurse?
On the scale.
I didn't think so. Get on the bench. Come on.
You listen to the doctor.
Mind your own business.
Name.
What's that? 5'7". On the bench.
4, have a seat. On the scale.
Name. 5 feet. On the bench.
3, have a seat. On the scale.
Name.
Helen.
6, have a seat. On the scale.
Come on.
Sarah. 48, have a seat. On the scale.
Tall girl.
Name.
Come on. Hey,
12, have a seat. On the scale.
On the bench.
Name.
Come on. Name.
2, have a seat.
5'3". On the bench.
What you're talking about is over here.
You're just talking.
That's more than enough. You,
over there.
Mad. Come on. 5 and 3. On the bench. Come on. Name.
Nellie.
48. On the bench. Come on, seating arrangement. You and you switch. Come on. You go over there. All right, sit up straight. I run a tight ship here. Welcome. My name is Miss Group. Head nurse here. The doctor will be in shortly. Sit up straight. Sit up straight.
Blackwell Lunatic Asylum.
Sorry. Are you okay?
I thought so, but
It's cold in here, right? It's freezing in here. Maybe we can ask them to close a window or I'll just find some other means of heat. Just
no. She seems like she has that nice, gentle face, right? But I wouldn't talk to her.
never mind. Actually, you're right. I see it. If you look closely at her mouth, there are hard lines there, which did not come from smiling, but the opposites. I fear.
Tilly, it's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What are you over there chattering about? do as you're told by me, and I'll make sure no one bothers you. Maybe. What's wrong with you? You cold?
Yes, it's freezing in here.
Cold is good for you. You don't like it, huh? So sick of all of you. You know, people would get along better if they weren't so proud. People on charity should not expect anything and should not complain. Oh, here comes the doctor. I just love to go down to the wagon and meet the new folk. It helps break down the day.
Well, the fresh air also makes you look even prettier.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Oh, what a noise the carpenters make, huh? They're making new buildings nearby, and that's why we just thought we were engaged upon it.
Thank you, nurse. A couple of new patients have come in, I see. Sarah Fishbaum.
Oh, right here, doctor. Don't know if she speaks much English.
You are always such a great help, nurse. Well, she wouldn't be here if she wasn't insane. Admit.
No. Maybe I can help. If you just talk to me, perhaps.
You are?
Tilly Maynard. And, I think there's been a mistake. Well, my family sent me, because I was a bit sick in bed. I was suffering a bit from nervous debility, but my family sent me to be treated for that only, so.
You do know that you are at a lunatic asylum, correct?
Yes, but my family says I just needed to get some rest. But I can assure you, there's nothing mentally wrong with me, and I'd like to get out of this place now. Look, my nephew lost his waiter job. He doesn't want to keep paying to keep me at the sister's home to get some rest, but I'm doing better now. I can start working again. I can take care of myself now, so I'd like to get out of here.
Well, you won't get out in a hurry.
But there's nothing mentally wrong with me. Look, if you just listen to me and you can hear that it...
We know all we want to on that score, my dear. Let's see. Nellie Brown, step forward. I've seen that face before.
Oh,
Where do you come from?
from home.
Where is home?
Don't you know? Cuba.
Tell me, are you a woman of the town?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, have you allowed men to provide for you and keep you?
I always lived at home.
I thought so. She needs to be put away so she can no longer prey on young, innocent men she tricks into taking care of a lost cause. Positively demented. I consider her a hopeless case.
But you didn't even examine me.
Next.
No one has the right to shut me up in this manner. I'm not sick. I do not wish to stay here.
Next. Nurse, let's get them all ready to be admitted.
God bless you all. Cheer up, dearies. You're all young and we'll get over this. Probably. Time to take the filth off of you. Those with the hospital gowns, you can follow Nurse Scott. The rest will follow me. Welcome to Blackwell.
Come on, up you go.
In you go. Gowns this way. Be quick about it. Move along in. Keep going.
You there, the talker. Undress.
Fine. But have the others turn around.
Undress or I'll force ya. There ain't no modesty here at Blackwell.
My head is still a bit sore from not feeling well. I'm not trying to start trouble. I just don't want to get worse.
That's not my concern. I have orders. Now do as I say, or you truly will get worse. Those two?
I will not.
Fine then. Get in.
Look, at least let me do it so give me...
You. Grab the other sponge. Come on, be quick about it. The other one, the clean one. Try it out loud.
Look, just at least try to be gentle. Christ, did you say something? No.
What are you looking at? Perhaps you want to join her? Aye, that's what I thought. That tough skin of yours made it almost impossible to clean. It wore me out. So I want you to clean each and every one of them. And I don't want to see one spot without water.
Wait, aren't you gonna get fresh
Clean
water?
each and every one.
No, but I'm still a little bit sick.
Do as I say, or I'll make sure you get 2 cleanings today. And next time I won't be as gentle. Starting with her. Yeah, you. Come on. Fine. But remember this. Water is something we never run out of here. Put this on. The rest of you clean this mess up. I'll be back.
Well, she didn't know is that I really wanted a refreshing bath, so it was quite lovely. I told you, gotta keep your sense of humor. We would clean up, but they seem to have forgotten how to clean. You?
Yeah, me too.
I know. That's very odd how that happens. I have no idea what to do. Oh, you hear that too, right?
Yes.
It's coming from over there. Here, will you grab the lantern and come on in. Here, the rest of you come with us. And just in case, here, come on in close. Here, you can come right over here. Right over here. Is someone in there? Oh my gosh, I think there's someone in there. God, I don't know how to get you. Oh God, are you hurt? Knock once for yes and twice for no. Can you find a way out yourself? Gosh, are you all alone in there? Well, you're not. My name's Tilly, and I'm here with others. I'm here with
Bridget.
Urena. Maddie in the back. Theodora.
Alice.
I remember Alice.
Sarah.
Wendy.
Eliza.
And we're all here, so you're not alone. Can you try to tell us your name? No. I don't know what else to ask. Do you? Here, come on. You can ask her.
Hello? Hi. Knock if you need help.
Yes.
What can we do for you?
I think she can tell us. Is that a code for something? I don't know. Oh God, are you?
Can you say something?
No. Maybe they did something to her. God, are you scared? Are you scared in there? Please, don't worry. It'll be fine, right? We promise. We promise that you'll be fine. Are you still there?
Knock once if you're okay and twice if you're not.
I should have known that wouldn't work. If you tell someone they're fine and they're not, it never works, does it? But you know what? That reminds me of my son. He would get these horrible nightmares. I could hear him in the other room whimpering. But when I would go in there and I would ask him how he was doing, do you know what he would say to me? He'd say, "What do you think?" "I'm fine." But one look at him, I knew that he was terrified. You know what I would do? Hold him. You know, I worked late most nights, and I think he didn't want to keep me up. And I wanted to give that to him. So, I would give him a kiss on the cheek right here. I would go back to my room, and I'd say, I would sing loud enough so he could hear me. I thought at least if he could hear me singing, he wouldn't be so scared in there. You know, after my son died, I tried to pretend that I was fine. But you know, the more that you smile, the more that it hurts. You can't pretend anymore. I don't think they're gonna let us out of here until we are fine. Do you? No. I think she agrees. Did you know that song that I was singing? I could teach it to you. Maybe it'll give us a little comfort. Come on in. Have a seat. Join in if you know it. It goes rock-a-bye, babe. That's it. On the treetop.
Breakfast! Come on, get out here! You want to eat, don't you? Come along!
We'll come back for
Get
that.
in here!
I promise. I promise that I will come back for you. We'll come back for you, right? We'll come back.
Watch your back.
We'll come back.
Tilly, right?
Nellie. Hi.
Are you okay?
Why, did that bath not make my skin shine? No?
You look beautiful.
Thank you, you too. You have to make sure you're eating.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I know, but especially in these surroundings, if you don't eat, you'll never get by. To have a good brain, the stomach must be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
You guys aren't gonna eat that?
How is it?
Well, it's better than the cockroach.
It's protein. Oh, gosh. As soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna have boiled kidneys and breast duck. You have that?
I'm having a steak.
Or a steak.
From Delmonico's.
Have you been to Delmonico's? Oh, we'll get out of here, we'll have the steak. Nellie, what are you doing over there? Oh, excuse me.
So what's so funny?
I know, but you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Come on. Please, just.
No, you should look. The nurses and the doctors sitting there eating fresh baked bread and grapes and all sorts, or everything we eat here is dead bugs and burnt bread. Tilly, it's right on the table. I know I can just.
No, I know it's tempting, Nellie, but you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Nellie! Oh, you please just
What's
trust
going
me.
on?
Oh. Sorry. Don't worry, they'll get theirs. When they aren't looking, I'm gonna stuff their pillowcases with these. It's garbage. All of them. And the cup. Nellie, try to eat.
Oh, I'm trying.
I know. Look at this. Do you play?
Ever since I was a child.
Give her a strum. Yes. So I shouldn't do that. Can you play her?
Can I play her?
Well.
Be it ever so humble, there's no place like home.
Actually, I think we should.
I have a better
You're gonna
song.
come back
I
in.
promise I have a better one. Come on, this one's fun. Old Dan Tucker was a mighty man. He washed his face with a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, had a toothache in his heel. So get out the way, old Dan Tucker, get out the way.
Oh, can you? There you go. For you. Do you dance? No. Not very good.
Stop talking. Should I tell the doctors you all need to be treated for hysteria?
Come on, nurse. We were just...
Did they catch it perhaps from you, Sarah?
No.
You all know that she suffers from massive hysteria, right? What do the doctors say could cure a girl like you?
Cold air.
No, it's sex, Sarah. You're here because you like those men, huh? But they don't quite like you. They're all laughing at you. I have your file right here. The cure for Sarah is hysterical paroxysm. Is that so? Want to read about your roommate? Take a gander at her files. You can hold on to that. What do you think, Sarah? Maybe the next time the doctor visits, huh? You'll make advances, right? For the sake of your health. That's right. Nurses know best. Looks like all of you are done. You with the shawls. Stay here. And clean this up. Oh, that's for you. The rest of you, get outside for chores now. Line them up. Outside? It's freezing out. You should have thought about that before you started making a noise. Line them up.
Come on, Nellie. Let's go. She's right. We shouldn't have been playing to begin with.
You're staying here.
No.
Would you just take some help, you stubborn woman?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Guess it's a chance to be outside.
Guess it's chores for us, huh?
Everybody with a gown on, come on, follow
I
me.
guess we should also get rid of the spoons and the food. Put it into the pan over there. Clean up their mess. Here we go. Oh, that's so smart.
Everybody else?
No, I think we should leave the roaches. Figure out what to do with them later. You give it your
Chance to be outside, though, right? I guess we have to clean up the leaves. Here, I'll go and collect the ones at the top if you all just get these. You're gonna leave this beautiful on these circumstances, right? I know these women. They're considered the most violent women on Asylum, and they come from the lodge. It has 52 women all tied together at the waist, which is why we haven't seen them yet. Hi. Hello. Hi. It's okay. I'm Nellie. What's your name? You want the leaf?
Put it back down.
No.
You want to
No. Wait.
Don't say a word. If one of us gets in trouble, we're all going to.
Fine. I will find a way later to get this information from you. And you, get back in line now.
Let's just go back. I think. Yeah, let's just go back to the breakfast room where we just came from.
angry or sad? Is that what they say? And is it fair? Sorry, I didn't even finish cleaning up here. Before she comes in and she yells and just promise me you won't do that again. You promise?
I promise. Yes.
Nellie? Are you okay?
When I first came here, I looked at the pretty lawns and I thought that they must be such a comfort for these poor creatures confined upon the island. But I mean, you saw. What kind of enjoyment is it? They're not even allowed on the grass, Tilly. They're only allowed to look at the grass. They're not allowed any human contact nor any evidence of the outside world. I mean, one little nut or colored leaf and they're just
don't
scream
raise
at
their voice. If they hear you, they're gonna come
I don't care
in.
if they hear me. This is wrong.
Yeah, but they do it anyway, don't they?
Sure, but that doesn't make it okay.
But it's what they do, so just calm down. Please. God, don't you want to get out of here? Don't all of you?
Of course we do.
So for now, I guess just do as they say. And we'll be quiet and we'll eat their crappy food and then as soon as I get out of here, I promise that I will come back for you. Okay? So just trust me. Promise? Oh, help! Are you okay?
No, let her fall. I'll teach her a lesson.
No, she's sick and needs medical attention.
Fine. I'll take her to the superintendent so it can be done. But she has to come to me first. She has to learn how to take care of herself, not always have others do things for her. Come on, Tilly, you're a big girl. You can do it yourself.
Don't, Nellie. Good girl. You're truly alone here, aren't we? Tilly's not. This is my fault. I have to do something to her. I know I'm not supposed to stir things up. I know this. But I mean, that is the reason I'm here, right? To write an article that changes things at Blackwell and for these patients. But what is an article going to do for them now? Is it going to keep her warm? Follow me, I don't care. Come on. Tilly! Please, no!
The superintendent said 3 times a week. This is the best treatment for you. The better no time, I promise.
Sorry. I need you to tell me what they did to you.
No.
Yes, please. You can trust me, right? You can trust us. Did they... I'm so sorry. How could they do this to you? I'm sorry.
Tilly needs her rest. And you do too. Time for bed now.
She's staying here all night?
Yes. Come on.
Right here. Right next to you.
girls. Breakfast! Wake up, lazy bones! Time to make your bed! Come on! Come on! Go
Time
pick it
to
up!
wash the filth off ya.
It's not gonna pick itself up. Never mind that. Time for your treatment.
No! Time for chores.
No!
She doesn't
No!
want to go
No!
on
No!
down.
No!
Say three.
No! Get in there! Sit down. Do your chores. What am I supposed to do with this?
Polish. You make the bed. Come on the scale. Fix that bed.
She needs to get on the scale.
Fix this bed.
111
I
pounds.
see yourselves. Mind your own business.
Time for bed. Give her that warm blanket. Give her that warm blanket.
It's okay, Nellie.
Come on, let's get you.
Lights out, girls.
All right, Tilly, we're all right here, okay?
Breakfast! Wake up, lazy bones! Time to make your bed! Make the bed!
Time to wash my filth off ya.
Where's my hot pot all day? Oh, two of you, quit your giggling.
Come on. Time for your please.
Time for chores, Nellie. You, make the bed. No, you have to go. Make the bed. Ice yourself. You, that one. Keep working.
Gotta get on the scale.
Mind your own business. 103 pounds. Time for bed.
Lights out, girls. You need to rest. It's been a long day. It's okay. All right, Tilly.
Wake up, lazy bones! Make your bed! Time to wash the filth off ya!
I have been gone all day.
Time for your treatment, Tilly. Time for chores, Nellie. On the scale. 94 pounds. Ice yourself. Time for bed. Lights out, girls.
Nellie?
Yeah. Yes.
The superintendent asked me to come in and evaluate you.
Why? I mean, sure. Of course. It should be fine.
Your name is Nellie. Where's your file? Never mind. Just sit in the chair. And stick out your tongue and give me your wrist for your pulse.
Doctor, it's so cold in here that I doubt your test will be any good.
Stick out your tongue. Your pulse and eyes are not that of an insane woman. But these tests do fail. Your face, though, is one of the brightest faces I have ever seen in such a lunatic.
Because you just said your tests do not conclude I'm a lunatic.
Shh! You can't trust yourself. Trust me. Nellie, you are sick. The superintendent says you complained of the nurses, that they don't treat you well. But they do. Spouting words about them being evil. You know that's all in your imagination.
No, it's not. Dent is doing something to Tilly and she's getting worse. I'm not
I
imagining.
heard she had a fit, and he stopped her from truly hurting herself.
No, he keeps doing something to her and
Did
she
you
keeps on
see
getting...
him do it? Or do you just think you did?
Well, of course I didn't see him do it. Yeah.
So your mind made you believe something that wasn't true?
You're twisting my words.
Do you also see spirits? I also have it written here that you thought the nurses were devils.
No, I said that they were evil, not devils. Just
devils! I deceived the devils. They always said God acting, but he did it. The devils didn't know. You will not say it.
I didn't say that they were
If you won't be quiet, we will have to give you something to make you go to sleep.
I will do nothing of the sort.
You will take it.
I will not.
I have wasted enough time with you already. Do you know how many patients I have left to go see tonight?
No, doctor, and I bet you don't either.
Nurse! Either swallow what she gives you, or she will put it into your arm with a needle. You choose.
Doctor, this smells like laudanum.
I can get that needle.
Good. Nighty night.
All the evil in this room, I will kill it all. Trying to get inside, asshole! Huh? I will find you, and I will kill you.
I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here.
No, you're not getting out of here. We're not getting out of here.
What's going on, Tilly? That doesn't sound like you.
No, I heard them talking about that new girl. The one that we thought died of convulsions. She didn't. They beat her. And they put her naked in that cold, dirty bath. And then they just left her there to die. And those are your gatekeepers. No, please. No, just stop making it so you're just making it worse for all of us. Just stop it making it worse.
I don't think she should be alone. All of you go take care of her. Something beautiful that came out of these walls.
Did Nellie send you? I killed all the evil in this room.
Not now.
I killed all the evil in this room. We're gonna get out of here. And it's time to. I have a secret. Do you want to know my secret? You have to come close. I cannot tell you my secret if you're far away. Come. I steal the news.
What?
Do you want to hear today's
From the
news?
outside?
Yes, look.
You get news from the outside?
This is today's issue. It says there once was an old man and his daughter Eileen, and they lived in an island off the western coast. And she had power over the water spirits. And every day she would look out over the ocean, and every night she would sing a mournful cry for those who were lost at sea. They say you can still hear
I'm sorry. I'm just... You know, every morning this poor woman wakes up and tells me that last night she dreamt of her mother. That maybe today she'll come home and pick her up. That one thought and that longing has kept her alive in here for 4 years. 4 years. What happens when she figures out she's not getting out of here?
I want to show you something.
No, sweetie, no more news.
No, it only comes once a day, and I already read it to you. I want to show you the outside. Oh, it's so sunny outside today.
You drew this?
Yeah.
Do you like flowers?
See, all you had to do was take some help, you stubborn woman. The devil tells me. The devil tells me everything.
Just you draw, Jane. You draw.
The devil
You just
forgets
draw.
you if you're outside, though. The devil's in the walls. The devil can't go outside. The devil's in the walls. He will get you if you're out there.
They will. Her. She did this. No, she did this. No, she did. No, you don't have me fooled. No.
Do you want to see the outside? Come on, I know you do. I know you want to see New York with its big buildings.
No.
Life. Come on.
No.
Tilly. Is this truly what madness is? The body is there to live and to eat and breathe, but that something that the body can live without, but cannot live without the body. It's missing. Tilly, I know you're in there. Come on. You know me. Come on. That's it. Set the baby down. Come on. You.
I know you.
Yes, you do.
It's you. Oh, my friends, do come and visit me. Somehow you must deceive them. Somehow you must make them believe that you're me! And you won't get away with this! No! You're gonna get what you deserve!
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
you won't get away with this! I'm gonna tell you something. You won't, Doctor, she needs help.
No! Let her be. She is fine. All of this is just symptoms of her insanity.
She's fine? Doctor, if you won't help her, what are you even here for?
To take care of the patients, of course. Some people are beyond help. We do the best we can.
Doctor, this is a class of women sent to you to be cured. By you. And you and the nurses are the reason that they grow sick and die. Can you not see this? You are meant to give comfort, but all you give is more pain. You're the reason that they're going great.
You are just delusional. Nurse, give her something to calm her down, so she remains
delusional.
quiet. Remains quiet. Remains quiet. Remains quiet.
You damn pussy! I want to tell us! No!
You not talk to anyone. I make it worse for you. Shut you out from the world so no one will hear you scream. tall guards of the laws. You're never getting out of here.
You. Your friend sent me. Do you recognize me? Your lawyer, Peter A. Hendricks. Friends of yours are willing to take charge of you if you would rather be with them than in the asylum. What do you think?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I give my consent, Peter. Just get me out of here right now. Just get me out of here. Forward so much to getting out of this horrible place. But now that I am released and I know that God's sunlight is to be free for me again, there's a pain in leaving. For 10 days we've lived here, haven't we? And foolishly enough, it seems intensely selfish to leave them to their sufferings. You know I desire to be with them, right? In both sympathy and in presence, right? But only for a moment. Now that the bars are down, freedom is sweeter to me than ever. Tilly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, take off your gowns and take off your shawls and just leave them on the beds. I have to talk to my lawyer before I join you, so just exit through the hallway and I'll meet you in the room where I first met you with the editor.
I'm the Assistant District Attorney prosecuting this case. Now I do have considerable testimony from Miss Bly. However, I would like to get some additional testimonials from those of you that were with her at Blackwell's Asylum. If you don't mind, I suppose I'll start here. Your name is?
Tyler.
And what did you experience at Blackwell's?
A lot of violence.
Violence from the patients or the staff?
The nurses.
Ah, do you recall the names of any of the nurses?
No.
Does anyone recall the name of any of the staff members at Blackwell's?
This is Grout or Prout?
Group. A nurse group. All right. Thank you. And your name?
Sarah.
And what did you experience, Sarah?
A lot of unsanitary conditions and bad behavior by the nurses and doctors.
Thank you. Your name?
Eliza.
Your experience?
It was very cold in the asylum, and the bath water was dirty.
All right. Your name?
Annie.
Annie. What was your experience?
The nurses and the doctor tried to convince us all that we were insane, even though it seemed like no one there really was to begin with.
So you believe people were put in with misdiagnoses?
Yes.
All right. You there? Your name?
Wendy.
Wendy. Anything to add?
Just horrible mistreatment. No food.
No food. I am certainly beginning to get a picture here. Anything to add?
Physical abuse.
Over on this side of the room, is there anything that has not been mentioned yet that you experienced at Blackwell's?
Well, there's a girl that's hiding.
A woman hiding?
She's hiding.
Yeah.
She's 18.
They've
choked her, beat her repeatedly.
Okay.
She has a sister named Elizabeth. She's trying to...
And she's not crazy.
So she was admitted wrongfully?
Yeah.
All right. We will look into that.
And they drugged people
that
didn't need it.
Drugged, not needed.
The doctor never did a full examination of anyone.
Doctor did not fully examine.
They're intentionally starving people.
Well, anything I've missed, Miss Bly? Anything to add?
Only that we swear to the truth of this story, from its start at the temporary working home until our release. However, DA, in giving this testimony, I do expect to be contradicted by the many whom we are exposing. However, you must believe that we merely state in common words and without exaggeration our life in a madhouse for 10 days. We do this, I do this, to help those of God's most unfortunate children whom I have left prisoners behind us. If we cannot give them that boon of all boons, liberty, then I at least hope to influence others to make life more bearable for them. That's why I'm asking you, please, grant request for yourself, the grand jury, and my helpers here, to return to the island once more, just to verify all of the details we are telling you that are going to be in this article.
Very well. I will grant this request. Come along. We will go now this way. All right. I suppose go here. There's a bedroom room. There is some food here. Appears to be all right. This is not the. It's not what we had bugs. I will say perhaps not as clean conditions as one would hope, but it does not appear to be too terrible in here. I take it this is not how you saw it.
They're cockroaches.
All right. Well then, let's carry on. If you wouldn't mind the door there, miss. We'll wet your heads and your steps. We'll move in there to the bathhouses. Where, let's see here. How are the bathhouses?
Unsanitary.
More unsanitary conditions. Alright. The water appears to be fairly clean. Multiple sponges. Once again, is this not how it was when you were here?
No. It was cold.
It was colder.
It's dark.
Dark. Well,
It was dripping water.
Well, I suppose we should speak to the staff about these discrepancies then, shall we? If you would see this door here. Yes, there we are. After you, we will speak to nurse group, as it were. Nurse group? Yeah. There she is. Please, please. Nurse group, I take it. Some of these folks here have, some very serious accusations against you. Would anyone care to speak up to nurse group, question her regarding the things you've told me?
Physical and verbal abuse.
Is that true?
Towards the patients.
I'm sorry, there's no violence in this institution.
She drugged Nellie. She tied her to the bed.
Restraints.
There is no restraints here.
There is no drugging of patients against their will?
all medical medications that we prescribe are by the doctor.
Well, I do have to say the doctors here are incompetent. However, that is due to a lack of funding to secure good medical men, not a fault of the institution.
Surely this institution has been put on exhibition so that no fault could be found, wasn't it? I mean, someone must have notified them of our arrival before we even got to the island. As was mentioned, where were all of the women that we mentioned? The one in the closet, the one behind the door. Have you seen any of them?
No.
Okay, well then where are they? Not one was to be found where I had left them.
Some were taken home by family.
Where and when?
That I cannot say. Others were transferred to other wards.
Just so that we could not see them, right, nurse?
Well, one died of a condition she was admitted with. Others became unknown.
What happened to Tilly?
Tilly, let's see.
DA, all of these women we have stated as being kept here for no reason because they seem just as sane as you standing in front of me right now. If we were all wrong in our judgment of these patients' sanity, then why was this done?
I do have the record of a Tilly Maynard. May we see her?
Oh, yes.
Miss Maynard was brought in with a diagnosis of neurasthenia, bouts of anger,
darling.
Both of which grew as she denied hospital resources. They had to restrain her and give her special medical attention.
What happened to her?
She refused medication. And got worse.
Hi, Tilly. I believe I've seen all I need to see here. Just give me another second, please.
I know you were really
Thank you, Miss Bly. Well, I suppose if you would all follow Miss Bly out the way you came in. Thank you for your time and your testimony. The court will be with you and have a decision very shortly. Thank you. Off you go. Nurse Group.
Yes.
Thank you for your time as well.
Of course.
Frustrating, wasn't it?
Yes.
I did not expect the DA nor the grand jury to sustain us, as everything that they saw at the asylum was different than when we were there. But they did. And in their report to the court, they advised that all of the changes we proposed were to be made. And the article, see for yourself. Go ahead, read the title for everyone.
Inside the Madhouse, how the city's unfortunate wards are fed and treated.
And since this was published in the World, I have received hundreds of letters in regards to it. I'm actually writing the addendum to it now, if you want to listen. I am happy to be able to state, as a result of my visit to the asylum and the exposures consequent thereon, that the City of New York has appropriated $1 million more per annum than ever before for the care of the insane. So I have at least the satisfaction of knowing that the poor unfortunates will be better cared for because of our work. Nellie Bly. Nellie Bly spent her whole life speaking up for those who couldn't speak up for themselves. And there are a lot of organizations today that do work in a similar spirit, but oftentimes we don't hear a lot about what they do. So that's why we've chosen to partner with the Lenox Hill Neighborhood Houses Women's Mental Health Shelter. It's a 24-hour program that is dedicated to addressing the critical issues facing homeless women ages 45 and older living with severe and persistent mental illness. And we are lucky enough for International Women's Day today to have them with us here. And all of the proceeds from both of our 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. shows are going to them so they can continue to do the brilliant work that they do. And actually, directly after the show, there will be a talk back with them. So if you want to stay, please do. Hang tight, and you can actually ask them about what they do. As evidenced by this play, there are a lot of people and there are a lot of stories that get lost to history. So we want to know, what are you passionate about? As you exit, you will see a space on the wall to write your pitch to the editor. So you can take that first step in getting that story told. Good luck.
Thanks, children.
If you guys don't mind just introducing yourselves and just then talking a little bit about the organization, Lenox Hill Neighborhood Playhouse, and then specifically the Women's Homeless Shelter, if you don't mind.
So I'm Kathleen Black. I've probably been with Lenox Hill Neighborhood House the shortest out of the 3 of us for a little over 6 months now. But we do really wonderful work. We help children from the age of 3 all the way up to seniors at the age of 103 and kind of everyone in between. So we have 2 senior centers, we have 2 mental health shelters, and we provide a variety of wonderful services for low-income people, from legal to health services. So that's just a little bit about the work that we do.
Yeah, my name is Lauren Bernstein. I'm a Development and Communications Manager at the Neighborhood House. I've been with the Neighborhood House for almost 4 years, and to sort of piggyback off of what Kathleen said, we offer sort of a holistic approach to dealing with a lot of issues that come up in our community. And so within our mental health shelter, which is located in the Park Avenue Armory, we have social workers that are there full time. We offer medical care. We offer, we're partnered with another organization that offers medical care. It's a 24-hour shelter. It's open 365 days a year. We have an art therapist. We have drama classes. We really sort of we don't have the women leave during the day. They can stay and sort of engage with our activities. So that's very different. Our meals are farm to institution, 3 meals a day, and so that's an important part of our program. That's up to also throughout the neighborhood house is the food.
Absolutely. I'm Julia Peterson. I'm the Associate Director of Administration at Lenox Hill Neighborhood House. And just another piece of information about our organization. We are 126 years old. Mm-hmm. We have been working with marginalized populations since our founding. And as Lauren said, we really try to make it a holistic approach to services in anybody in any of our programs. Say if they're part of the Early Childhood Center or a member of our senior centers, if they have a problem, they can come to us and we'll try and connect them to whatever service they need. So that's really how we approach our work and how we approach our clients, because every need is individual and we need to work together throughout all of our programs to support those that are marginalized. And at the shelter, as was mentioned, it is focused specifically on women over 45 with a persistent mental health diagnosis. And that is arguably the most marginalized, one of the most marginalized populations. And it's a complicated issue, but we work every day at the shelter to address the physical needs, the emotional needs, the mental needs, the social needs, and the legal needs sometimes of each of our clients. And our goal at the shelter is to, one, help these women who have been, in most cases, in crisis for such a long time, to become stabilized, whether that's medically or emotionally or psychiatrically a lot of the time, and then help them transition into a pathway to independent living. Mm-hmm. So for a lot of women, it's a long road. It can be difficult, it can take a long time, but we work with our clients every day. Our social workers meet with them about whatever they want. If they need to talk through an issue, if they're struggling with an interpersonal relationship, if they need to get a new copy of their birth certificate, anything, they can come to our staff and we'll figure it out for them. And really the goal is to help these women who haven't been given a lot of resources to be able to remember what it's like to live independently, to get a routine going. And last but not least, helping connect them to housing resources. Mm-hmm. And that's great. Escorting to interviews, helping them with lease paperwork, getting all of the details in order so that these women can begin their lives independently again. Yeah.
So how did the shelter get started? Because I read a little bit about Neighborhood Playhouse, but the shelter itself, when did it get started? And was there a particular reason that they decided to add that to the Neighborhood Playhouse?
Lenox Hill Neighborhood House started running the shelter at the Park Avenue Armory in 1996. And although I can't speak to the exact circumstances, I have no idea what it was like in 1996. But it's very, very much in line with our mission as an organization to really care for everyone in our community. We're focused on the Upper East Side, but we serve the entirety of the East Side of Manhattan, as well as Roosevelt Island. And yeah, essentially as an organization, we are hoping and trying and doing whatever we can to help those that are ignored by other sources of support. So I'm not surprised that this was added to our one of our programs, because that's what we try to do in all of our programs, is to make people feel supported, and in this case at home, like they have somewhere to be that's safe.
Right. So we're doing the incredible work that you do and working with this population. I'm just curious, how did seeing this show and knowing the history of mental health and Blackwell's Lunatic Asylum and Nellie's journey, I'm just curious, did any of the themes resonate? Are there particular issues that you're specifically combating in working with this population, given all the years of abuse that had been in the past, and trying to kind of undo that narrative?
I think, I can only speak for myself, but I think that the major theme that popped up for me that is still very, very true today is the stigma surrounding mental illness. And well, there's been a lot that has changed since Nellie Bly's time, but there is still such a pervasive negative perception of mental illness that makes people afraid and want to, well, one, not discuss it, but two, to shame people for something that they can't control. And I think that it leads to a lot of untreated mental illness, and we see that a lot with new clients that come in, sometimes have been untreated for a long time and need to be stabilized, sort of make sure that they go to the doctor, they go to the psychiatrist, and that they can really get to the root of what's actually happening to them. Because for a lot of people with mental illness, they're told that they're crazy. And we really want to move away from that. We don't use that word. Because you have a condition doesn't mean that you are less than or that you don't deserve equal treatment. So I think the stigma surrounding mental illness is something that is still very, very much a part of our world, and unfortunately, we saw that in Nellie Bly's time, obviously to a huge, insane degree, but we're working now on an individual basis, but as an organization as well, to combat that. And we hope that all of you guys do that too.
I want to say one thing. A line that kind of struck me in the play was, I think one of the nurses sort of said, you should be grateful for, the cold shower, the cold bath, or, that kind of treatment. And I think that was a stigma that prevails. You should be grateful for whatever you get, and that's not how we treat our clients. It's not how we treat the people in any of our programs as an organization. It's really important to us to provide quality care and services to our clients and to the people that we serve in our community.
I have a quick question for you. I see a lot of these women on the street, and they're distrustful of everyone because they've been abused their whole lives. How do you get them to trust you to come to the facility to get help?
That's a difficult question. I mean, we are not actually a drop-in shelter, so you can't just walk in. We to get women to our shelter, they need to go first to a different shelter where they do an intake process, and then they're referred directly to us. If they are over 45 and have a mental health diagnosis, they might be referred to us, and then we will assign them a bed. So we don't necessarily address that too much, but as a whole, it is very difficult because especially institutionally, people have mistreated and misdiagnosed people, particularly with mental illness, and it is hard to trust. And we have that as well for people who are in our shelter. Some of our clients are extremely distrustful of authority or of anyone. They don't want to share their business, even if we're trying to help. And That's difficult, but also is understandable coming from all of the experiences that they've been through. But again, it's on an individual basis, and that doesn't stop any of our staff from trying to help, trying to break in. Just sometimes it's a longer process, sometimes it's slow. Just trying to help our clients feel like they are supported and that they can trust us and that we really do want the best for them.
Just consistency then. And
Yeah,
just
there's a lot of that.
it.
Absolutely.
And building relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take any referrals like from
From the court? No, all of our referrals are directly from the Department of Homeless Services, DHS.
And you talked about for combating this stigma of mental illness. Is there anything, like I always wonder, because like you just said, like you see a homeless woman on the street.
Yeah.
For those of us who would, because I was just talking a little bit, like you see someone on the street, you don't want to get too close, you don't want to.
I usually either have a sandwich or something from. I used to work at a startup, several startups, and we always have extra food.
Mm-hmm.
And my boss would be like, "Let's just throw it away," and I'm like, "No, I'll take it home." And I put it in individually wrapped Ziploc bags with a little napkin and a piece of fruit with a sandwich, and just like if I see people on the street that really need it, I will just leave it next to them or give it to them.
That's
You know what I mean? And my boss was like, "We might get sued," and I'm like, "They're not gonna sue you." Like I have to say I'm taking it home for myself. Just distribute it as I'm walking to the subway, because there's always someone hungry. They're gonna be digging in the trash for food anyways. You might as well give it to them sanitary and in a Ziploc.
Mm-hmm. So is there more stuff like that? Like what can we do for those of us who are not as strong to be able to work in an organization like you? Are there other such things or resources that people can go to, or you had said certain words obviously that you don't use, all of that, and is there any other information or things that other people can do that you recommend?
Yes, I would have to get back to you with the specific numbers to call, but I can certainly send that.
Mm-hmm.
You can call 311, but there is a group from the city that does sort of homeless outreach, but there are also nonprofit organizations that do more of that kind of work that unfortunately we don't, but I can connect you to them later on today. I just have to look them up.
I would also say donating to organizations like ours or other shelters that you have identified as being strong organizations that are doing good work. I think that's kind of the best way.
Yeah.
What percentage of women end up being independent?
We have, I can't give you an exact percentage, but we have a very, very high percentage of women who are able to secure independent housing or supportive housing and live independently. Sometimes it takes a few years, but we support all of our clients through their journey, and that is the end goal. And unless they leave our shelter with, going AWOL, we will never stop trying to get a client into housing. So
That's great.
Almost all of them, it just takes a while.
Yeah.
If they stay with us.
Yeah. If they choose to stay with you.
If they choose to stay with us.
Keep anybody prisoner.
Right, no, we don't require anybody to stay or anything like that. But as long as someone is with us, we're going to do everything that we can to help them.
We're fortunate to have another mental health shelter called Casa Mutua.
It's actually a supportive housing building.
Yeah,
that is for people that are diagnosed with mental health issues. And some clients from our shelter now live at our supportive housing unit as well.
Yeah.
Which is kind of very cool. Keep it in the family.
I think this notion that of opting to be there is such a critical piece of it. That they're choosing to get help and choosing to be a part of this network of support. Nellie Bly, when she described Blackwell's lunatic asylum, she said it was like a rat trap, very easy to get in and almost impossible to get out. And I think one of the most heartbreaking parts of Blackwell was that the women really were not there by choice, and so so I think it's very powerful that there is this sense of agency that they are choosing to be a part of your program and not being forced to.
Certainly. And I think one of the most powerful things that I have seen happen in our work at the shelter is that there was one client who, and this is not a singular situation, who was signing a lease for her new apartment. And she was speaking with her social worker, and she was just, thank you so much for all of the things that you did for me. And the social worker just goes, well, no, you actually did all of those things. I just helped because I know which papers you have to do. You did all of those things. That's your triumph. So
do they give them work training? Because I don't know, like, if someone's been out of process of life for so long, what do they put on their resume? Like, do they?
We don't offer.
We do refer to work training
So
programs
we
that are
refer, but we
appropriate.
don't offer work training. Yeah. Our focus is more the
mental
housing and and stability for sure.
What would you say are some of the biggest challenges for those who are integrating back into civilization?
I would say this isn't all of the time, but many of the clients that we see also struggle with substance use issues, and that can be a big piece of what causes them to become homeless or could be self-medicating for untreated mental illness, a lot of things like that. So I think that it sometimes is difficult, particularly if you've been sort of institutionalized for a long time, to determine your own needs and really stick to that daily schedule, which is something that we try and reinforce while a client is at the shelter, to that they get up at this time, then we have breakfast, then you can do your laundry now, and do you remember that you have an appointment with the doctor? Ask them for a referral to cardiology or something similar. But it can be hard to reinforce sort of activities of daily living when you have been sort of out of that world for such a long time. Yeah, and not all, actually a large amount of, to get to your question, a lot of our clients are not able to work because of various reasons. A lot of them have co-occurring, like, physical diseases or disorders, and severe and persistent mental illness. That's not all of our clients, but for a lot of them, they are not in the workforce and are not going to be seeking a job. So that's one piece that is separate. And one thing that we try to, or that we certainly do for all of our clients when they come into our shelter, is to assess if they are eligible for benefits like Social Security, income, supplementary income, or disability, because for a large population, or a large percentage of our population, they are eligible for disability income. So, yeah.
We mentioned a little bit of art programs, and I like this question. So what kind of art programs, and is that something you see as a big help, especially because we're from the arts? So I'd like to ask that question.
Absolutely. We offer art therapy, and I think that has the potential to be extremely important for a lot of our clients, but it is an individual thing, and people develop differently in those classes. So we do group art therapy and individual sessions as well, and that has thus far been a success in every way. But it really is dependent on the individual client, how much they're sort of willing to open up, what they find helpful about art therapy, things like that. But in addition to that program, we also have acting classes, visual art classes, dance, movement.
That's great.
Yeah.
Keep them busy and, like, get their minds, like, active and creative.
Absolutely. What's been very, very popular has actually been the acting class. Yeah, we have some budding thespians in our
Yes, it helps.
And we're fortunate enough to have full-time staff in drama and art that teach across our programs. So that's
yes, our visual and performing arts department is very robust.
Are the families able to come in and visit when they're in there?
No, because it is a protected space essentially, but we do help clients that have contact with their families or are working to maintain relationships to connect with each other, and then usually they'll go out for coffee or a meal somewhere nearby. And it's kind of a neutral space. Also, we try to be careful. Like I said, it is we treat it like a private home. We don't let people in unless they have a reason to be there. We don't let the police in. We can't confirm or deny if anyone is there.
Like ICE or whatever, you can't let them in either, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, without, it's a protected space like a school or a church. But there's a lot of very specific rules about ICE.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is there any other last things you'd want people to know just about either women's health, women's mental health, your organization, or just how you see things moving forward that you're excited about for the organization?
I'd say we've come a long way in at least
Yes.
Certainly.
Thankfully. People to not have bad image in their about our shelter.
I think that's what's been interesting about doing this piece is because you're only able to see how far you've come by looking back. And I think that's why a lot of people, when they don't understand what is the importance of history, but history is important not only to see how things haven't changed, because we always talk about history repeats itself, obviously, but it's important to show because then you can see how far we have come. And that's actually what is pretty incredible about Nellie Bly, because she actually did change things because she was active. And so that's why I wanted you guys, I'm excited that you're here, because you guys are actively doing something. There's always new things that need people to be there to help out with. And so you guys are actively out there trying to change things. It's just a different time period, So I'm really appreciative of what you guys do. So yes, it has changed.
It has changed, but I would encourage all of you to stand up for the rights and fair treatment of our homeless populations, because it is a huge group of people in New York City, particularly. And we are lucky. We have a wonderful, safe shelter where people can get treatment and get back to real life. But not all the shelters are like that. There's a lot of violence. Everything is underfunded. That's the same as in Nellie Bly's time. Everything's underfunded. They ask for more and more and give less and less. So make your voices heard. Please appeal to your elected officials to fund the Department of Homeless Services so that we can keep doing work like this. And also, a little plea, please support nonprofit organizations that are doing this kind of work, because obviously the city organizations can't do it without us. So I think that supporting in your community the nonprofit work organizations that work there is very important.
Great. Any last words?
We just wanted to thank you so much for identifying us and supporting us and for having us do this tough action.
Oh no, it's my pleasure, and yeah, we hope that the information we gave people and the donations will help you guys, and we'll continue to do whatever we can as often as we can do. Nellie, we promise to help you guys as often as we can as well. So we're really grateful for what you guys are doing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming.
Please check out our website at lennoxhill.org.
Follow us on Instagram. The social media thing.
And thank you all so much for coming to the closing performance of Nellie and the Women of Blackwell. It's very meaningful to share this last performance with you.
Grab your partner, down the line, grab that yellow. Tucker's a fine old man. He washed his face in a frying pan, combed his head with a wagon wheel, and died with a toothache in his heel. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's a-cooking, and old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Chicken in the bread dough, kicking up dough. There's a left and a do-si-do. Get out the way, old Dan Tucker, you're too late to get your supper. Supper's over and dinner's a-cooking, and old Dan Tucker just standing there looking. Now old Dan Tucker, he come to town, a-riding a billy goat and eating a hound. The hound dog barked and the billy goat jumped, and he throwed old Dan right straddling the sound. First to the right.